is Mariana, or Doctora Mariana Martinez. Was born in Tijuana, Baja California, many moons ago. My mom is from Guadalajara, or a small town, Islahuacán de los Membrillos. She moved when she was about 16 to Tijuana with my grandma and my tias and all that. And she met my dad. They fell in love, blah, blah, blah. I was born. And I was with my mom, but I wasn't with my mom. Finances, life took a turn. I lived with my abuelita in the pueblo a couple years. I went to school there for the first time. That's where I got taught how to write, how to do math from my abuelita, because she used to sell stuff out of her kitchen. My mom had to go back to Mexico to take care of my grandma. I stayed in the States with some of my tias. The ones that from Tijuana, but now we're in the States. And I went to school here. And so I dealt with a lot of not having my mom, not having my dad around. As I was growing older, I didn't have papers. I was like, you cannot get in trouble. We can't, you are the only one in this household that's undocumented, even as a minor. And when I was a kid, somebody told us, it's like, te la van a quitar, they're gonna take her away from you. So you have to always be careful. And so I always was like, oh my God, I can't fail, I can't do this. And so when I came to Santa Rosa, this has been my home for more than 30 years. I was always scared. Because she wasn't around. Even when I came, I was always scared that they'll take me away. It's always scary to disappoint someone. And especially in my case, it's my mom, my tias, people that make me. So that was always scary. I lived always being scared that maybe she didn't come back, or maybe that we had to do it again. And I hated it. I always hated that. So that's why I'm a good kid, but I'm also always mad at the world or at people, at why does she have to do that? It wasn't, oh, she wants to know. There's circumstances that occurred, but that fear always made me mad as well. And I think that it's still what drives what I do, because I don't want others to experience that. Going to college really just, my world was like, whoa, but it was in a good way. I appreciated my family more. I appreciated my roots more. I appreciated just the color of my skin. I was like, what you see, well, not the hair, but you would, huipiles and, all of that, guayabera, that, I loved and I did a lot of studying, and I dropped out one semester and I thought it was the end of the world and I didn't know what I was gonna do, and then I came back. And when I do what I do is I want you to know we do see what you're doing. I see it because I know what it is like. And I also know that it isn't us. I think it's so important for people to understand it isn't us. There's systems in place to create this tengo que trabajar más, yeah, but if we are, if we work together, we can actually, and then chip away all of these other things, right? My responsibility is to chip away that brick wall as much as possible for those that come after me, right? Especially young women, especially Latina women, because sometimes those spaces are not, that easily chippable. You're are you, you estás brincando on top of that brick, and you're it's not, and you're doing the best that you can to be able to open that space. And sometimes, like I said, it seems like, oh, you're this. I'm like, it isn't. I'm not for me. It isn't for me. It's no longer for me. And it's very hard for young people to be like, oh, de aquí a allá, or this political climate it is very difficult. And that's why I lean into that part that drives and makes you work really hard, because we're going to need it. But I think it's also important for them to know that there's people, when I grew up, we did have, Prop 187. We had blatant attacks on us. And so we could be our dreams are no longer there. But I'm we leaned on people before us to be able to keep going. I think for others, that's important. And for us as adults, organizational members, board members, employers, professionals, it is important for us to let them know we believe in you, but this is what we need to modify this. We need to be honest with ourselves about this is how you can either be better, or maybe this is not what, like I said, I've made students go from, I'm gonna be a business to what, I'm gonna be a teacher, right? Because we also need to be there, and we need to be fully aware that we are in a situation where our young people really need us, but they also have so much to offer.
So my name is Linda Mayberry Chavez, and I had the pleasure of meeting Doctora Chicona Mariana Martinez, as I like to call her, when she decided that she was going to run for SRJC Board of Trustees as a female Latina.
My name is Evelyn, and I met Mariana when I transferred to Sonoma State University after graduating the junior college. She's one of my professors, and I automatically felt this connection, almost of like a big sister.
It was very clear to me that this was a very incredible person that was very strong in her convictions and very sincere and genuine. And I really also thought, wow, she's brave and courageous. From the bottom of my heart for all you do, and I hope that you remember this day forever and ever. I know I will. Congratulations.
Thank you for everything that you do. This award is overdue and very, very, very well deserved.